So hi, my name is Ryan. Welcome to Arctic Horde Wargaming. Today,
I'm here. My name's Thalha, and I'm going to be bringing in 1,000 points of Dark Eldar.
and I brought 1,000 points of Grey Knights, which are the underdogs of the league. So we'll see how they go today. Thanks for coming into our video. We've really enjoyed the new found interest in Warhammer 40K on our channel. That's great. So we're going to try and put out more content. Warcry is also doing well, so if you like that too, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell for the notification, and hope you enjoy the video.
So purple is setup, white is setup, or purple is setup, white is game. Alright, cool. So game is number 2. We are playing Contact Lost in the Maelstrom of War Table, page 231. And then setup is style 4, which is Hammer and Anvil, so long ways. And we're going to modify this because we're not playing 2K, we're playing 1K. So we'll shorten this up and make it a little bit more fair.
Starting off, I have an auxiliary detachment of 6 Reavers. The head Reaver is here, but the spear's just decorative. There are 2 Grav Talons, as well as 2 Blasters on separate models. And for combat drugs, I'm going to be going with +1 attack. So they have 3 attacks base. Then I have a battalion attachment of Cabal of the Obsidian Rose. Good to know. So I have 1 Archon here with a Venom Blade, and that should be a pistol, as well as a separate Archon with the Duskblade, who is going to be my Warlord. And the Warlord trait is the Hatred Eternal, which lets him reroll wound rolls just for himself. I have the main Warlord Archon in a Venom that has twin-link splinter rifles as well as a splinter cannon. And then I have 3 units of Cabalites, where there are 5 mans with 1 blaster, each riding in their own Venoms that also have splinter cannons with twin-link splinter rifles. And then I lastly have a patrol, where I have Covens with 2 units of vanilla racks that I'm holding inside of Venoms in reserves, as well as 1 homunculus that's on the field right now, and the only war gear that he has is the Flesh Gauntlet. And that should wrap up about 1,000 points of Drukhari. 8 CP, and then -1 for the auxiliary detachment. So starting with 7, spend 3 for the Webway Portal stratagem.
Down to 4 before it even begins.
Yep.
Perfect for me.
Hey, so today we're going to be playing 40K. I brought Grey Knights, which my dad happily painted for me, which is awesome. So if you come down here, we'll show you. I brought a battalion detachment. I have 2 sets of Terminators. The leaders will have the Demon Force Hammers, and the special gun for this guy is the Incinerator, and this guy has the Psy Cannon. The rest of that squad is actually in here. I have a strike squad hiding out. The leader has a force sword. Everybody else has halberds, except for 1 guy has a silencer. These guys have gate to infinity. These guys have gate to infinity. And guess what? These guys have gate to infinity as well. And then in addition, we have Lord Keldor Drago here. And then we have a brother captain on top, who's going to be my warlord. He has First to the Fray and Curious of Sacrifice, so basically he has Disgusting Resilient on a 5-up. He has a Nemesis Force Halberd and a Silencer. He knows Sanctuary as well as Smite. And then the last guy we have here is a Dreadnought. He has the Heavy Flamer, Gate to Infinity, and Twin Las Cannon. So that's what I got. I have 997 points at 8 command points. I pull my cards. I got Secure Objective 3, which is going to be a little bit difficult to do. Hold the line, score 1 victory point if you have at least 3 units completely within your deployment zone, which I'll totally do. Your opponent has no models within your deployment zone. Very difficult to do. Cannot be achieved on your first turn. That's going to be difficult. Behind enemy line, score 1 victory point if you have at least 1 unit completely within the enemy unit's deployment. And if you get 3 units in there, then you get more. So, harder to get objectives, unfortunately. Since he doesn't have cards, we rolled on the table. We rolled a 24, a 46, and a 13. 13. So, we got Secure Objective 4,
we have the Domination, and we have Secure Objective 3. Starting at 227, you can roll for that when you don't have cards. Unfortunately, with the 13, that's actually one of the ones that is specified to his army, but since he doesn't have the cards, we don't know what that is. So, that's what it is. Okay, so I had fewer drops, so we're going to see if he can seize the initiative. Denied! Alright, I will go first. So in this game, you only generate one tactical objective, and I pulled Area Denial. Score 1 victory point if there are no enemy models within 6 inches of the center of the battlefield. At the end of your turn, if there are no enemy models within 12 inches of the center of the battlefield, you score D3. Movement phase, I moved the Dreadnought up, so you can potentially get a shot on that guy, so maybe make him explode and get some decent damage going here. I moved the first squad up, and I kind of spaced out the second squad. I moved Drago up, left a strike squad, and this guy and Drago still within my deployment zone. So they're all within a certain distance, so I can get the psychic boost and the reroll failed hit rolls off with these guys. So we'll see what happens on the psychic phase. Because of the Brother Captain's ability, I get to double the range of anybody who casts Smite within 6 inches. From what we understand, 6 inches is horizontally, so it includes all of these guys like a cylinder. The only people it doesn't include is that guy right there. So I want that guy to blow up, right? So when you look at 24-inch range for Smite, we're totally within with all of these guys to try and do that. So we're hoping that this will go well. To double the range because of him, I get a +1 because I'm Grey Knights, and also because the Baby Smite, we don't increase the cost per each subsequent cast of the same thing, and or fail. So yeah, here we go. We're going to start off with the Terminator squad in the back doing Smite against this guy. So we need, that goes off. You take 1 mortal wound.
Alright, so down to 4.
We do the Terminator squad in the front. 5 exactly. So you take another mortal wound.
I'm actually wrong. It's 6 wounds at toughness 5. So now I'm down to 4.
Okay. We're doing Lord Keldor Drago against him. 7, so it's another. We're going to do the Brother Captain. Another 5 plus 1 is 6. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds total. We're going to take the Strike Squad. You can see him. This might, they got a 6 plus 1 is 7.
Into the same venom?
Same venom.
Yep.
And can't even reach this guy, and he's definitely outside of 6 inches there. So he's not going to be able to do that. So what he is going to do is, since he is the Dreadnought, he has Gate to Infinity. So he's going to cast Gate to Infinity on himself, which is a 6-up cost. 6 plus 1, or so whatever I roll plus 1, I need to get a 6. I rolled a 6 plus 1 is 7. And you don't have any deny stuff, right?
Nope.
So I'm going to place him, and then we're going to get into shooting. So, Gate to Infinity, cast him back here, so he's on their back line. Hopefully I can maybe use my flamer when he tries to charge me next turn, hopefully. So, other than that, we're going to shoot him up with the las cannon. I don't believe I can target the character, even though he looks closer. We will have to actually double measure that, but I think that guy's actually the closest model. But I can still target that guy. So we'll go from there. So it's go big or go home time. My Warlord did not move this turn. We are going to spend 3 command points, moving me from 8 down to 5 command points left. Basically, I will pick a point that I see on the battlefield. I'm going to pick the point right, let's go at the center of her, your homunculus. And we get to roll a d6, and see how many inches from that point this will affect. So we'll roll a d6 here. 3 inches. So any unit within 3 inches, I have to roll another d6. If it's a 4-up, they take d3 mortal wounds. For every character, that 4-up becomes a 5-up that I have to roll for. So the real rule that we're going to double check real quick is see if these units separately have to do it or if it's just the vehicle that has to do it. So we'll be right back.
For the purposes of the orbital bombardment, we're not going to consider the Cabalites that are embarked on the Venom as possible targets because they don't technically count as they're on the map until after they disembark, be it through the Venom blowing up or just voluntarily.
So if that is wrong, please tell us down below, and we will use that for the future, because Grey Knights are going to stick around, even though they're the underdogs, against everybody else. So, we'll start rolling. We have, for your vehicle here, we have a 4-up. I got a 4.
It's gone.
Because it takes D3 mortal wounds. So it blows, or it dies. Mm-hmm. So now we have to see, is it going to blow up? No.
Nope.
So everybody disembarks,
Yep.
right? They don't have to... Is this where they have to still roll for?
Yeah, so it doesn't blow up to damage everyone nearby, but the emergency disembarkment is where we then roll for each model. And
Okay.
on the 1, it's gone.
So you have how many units that are in there?
I have 5 inside.
Okay.
And so first, this normal guy. Should I do them
Yeah,
individually?
just roll them all right here and we'll just make it easy.
Nobody dies.
Nobody dies. Cool. So then you just set up your squad there, and then we will roll for the other guys.
There we go.
Let's roll for the other big guy here. Since your character is in it, but doesn't count, according to the rules, we're going to roll for it as said. So, 4-up, 2, fail. Homunculus, he's a 5-up, fails, and then your other guy's a character 2, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I need a 5, got a 6. So
Okay.
it takes D3 mortal wounds, 1 mortal wound.
And then the power from pain gives me a 6 up against any wounds.
Feel no pain, denied.
Okay, so it's down 1 wound, 5, down 4.
So we get first blood. That's the warlords shooting. We're going to now shoot with the last cannon in the back, which is heavy 2, hitting on 3s against. Wait, what's your strength of your speeders?
The bikes or the Venom?
Either one.
The Venom's 5 and the bikes are 4.
5 and 4.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna go against your Venom.
Okay.
So we're gonna hit on 3s, wound on 3s, because the strength is 9, and
-1 for the flicker field on the hit as well.
on the hit.
Yep. So it should be hitting on 4s.
4s. Oh, this sucks. Command points might have to be used. Oh boy! We're gonna spend 1 command point during the shooting phase to do this. Reroll. Hopefully it works. Got a 6. To roll, we have to roll to wound on a 3. Hopefully this goes through. Denied. All right. Well, that's okay. So I'm down to 4. His heavy flamer is out of range, so that is going to be it for our dreadnought. So then we're going to move on to our Terminator squad. Beta bolter roll means that since they are Terminators, they get 4 shots with their rapid fire 2 weapons. Yeah, we're going to go after those guys, see if we can do any work over there. So it's 20 shots. We are rerolling failed rolls to hit because of the Lord Caldor Drago being the chapter master. So we'll see. We have the 5 Terminators going at his squad. We have 20 shots with bolters. And you said they're toughness 5?
4.
Toughness 4, and they have armor saves of 4-ups?
I believe so. Yep.
Yeah, so go big or go home. We're going to spend 2 more command points and do Cybolt ammunition. So these again are hitting on 3s, re-rolling failed hits because of Drago. So this is a miss, this is a miss. The rest of these hit on the first shot. We will re-roll these ones real quick. Again, hitting on 3s. Rerolling because of Drago. So we only missed 4 of our 20 shots. So to wound, instead of wounding on 4s, we will now wound on 3s because we are now strength 5 with our bolters. 3s. Okay, miss. Okay, so we have 10 wounds that are allotted to your guys. AP -1 because of the Cybolt ammunition gives it -1.
Okay, so making 5 up saves then. Surprisingly.
Wow.
Okay, so there are 3.
You take those.
This was a 5, right, or a 6?
That was like a 6.
Okay. And then with Feel No Pain, on a 6, I can negate these, hopefully. Now negate 1 more.
So 2 damage. So 1 dies.
This guy.
The normal boy.
The normal boy without the Grav talent is now gone.
Alright.
No longer with us.
Okay, so that left me not really happy with how that turned out. So your toughness on these guys, what is that?
3.
3? Perfect. 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 He moved me to 2 command points.
Yep.
Sucks, but it is what it is. We're going to have Drago, that is here, and these guys who can see all the way down here with 24 inches, which we've checked the line of sight on this guy. He was able to see the Venom guy over there before, so he should be able to see some of those guys now. We are rolling 4 Storm Bolters from this unit versus that unit. And so these are gonna hit on 3s, but they take a -1 to hit because of your flying thing, right?
No, that's only for...
Only for the big guys? Okay,
big guys.
so these are hitting on 3s, re-rolling failed hits because of Drago. Re-rolls, this was a 3. This is a fail, yeah.
And 1 more 1 right in the corner.
The one was previously a 3, I just bumped it, unfortunately. I need to re-roll these, all but 1. And then wounding 4s. That went really well. That many wounds.
And then I'll take my 4 up armor.
No AP.
3 wounds get through, which then also has a 6 up Feel No Pain. Alrighty, 1.5 boys down. So
let's put a marker on one guy.
This one's down to 1 wound.
Okay. The incinerator can't hit anything because it's out of range. We're going to do the guys in the back. They have another 16 shots for side bolter, and they also have a side cannon. So we'll see what the side cannon's going to do. Yeah, I guess we'll shoot the side cannon into these guys as well. 16 shots with the storm bolters going against his little group of Gevliks. Hitting on 3s, hitting on 3s, rerolling failed hits, and wounding on 3s because they are toughness 3.
Yep.
Fail, and fail. Rerolling these. 6-3, 6-3, cool. So all these hit. Wounding on 3s, right?
Yep.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds to go against.
5 up save, along with the 6 up Feel No Pain.
Cool.
So let's see. Oops.
That's a save.
5 fail, or go through still. And a 6 up. Power from Pain saves 1, leaving 4 dead. Old Blasterborn is ready to shoot.
And then I have side cannon from these guys. Is a heavy 4. These have strength 7. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling hits, and then wounding on 2s because I have strength 7 versus your toughness 3. All of those hit. Wounding on 2s. 1 fails. It is -1 AP.
Alright, so 6s and 6s. All 3 go through. Let's see if America.
On Yahtzee.
No.
Nope.
Okay, so
he goes away.
last Cablite dies.
pre-measured distance. Drago is closest to those guys. He only has a Stormbolter, so he is going to hit on 3s, reroll his hits, or failed hits, and then he only will wound on 4s.
Yep.
So, failed reroll, all hit, 4s, only 1 wound.
Okay. That's a 4-up armor save. And a 6-up feel no pain. Nope.
Perfect.
Second boy
So
dies.
the one guy goes away. Strike squad against your homunculus, because we figured out that my strike squad is closer to his homunculus than anything else. So there are 4 guys there that have Stormbolters, and 1 guy has a Silencer. So we'll do the Silencer first. 24-inch range, D3 damage when it hits. So hitting on 3s, rerolling failed hits because of Drago. Reroll and reroll. Both hit. And then we have your toughness on your homunculus is what?
I believe it's 5. 4 plus the 1-up from the aura.
Gotcha. So I have toughness, or the strength on this weapon is a 4, so these are hitting on 5s. 4 wounds. So you have your 4 saves.
Yep. So.
And then we'll deal with your D3 damage apiece if they go through.
Okay. So I have a 4-up invuln because it's Prophets of Flesh. I'm gonna command point reroll 1 of them.
So you go down to 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Worth
2
it.
get through.
So 2 D3 damage. So that's 3 damage.
And then for each of
Yep.
that damage, I'll get a 6-up.
Yep.
All 3 go through.
All 3 go through. Okay.
2 wounds.
Just double checking. Yep, it's D3, not D6. Cool. All right. Cool. So he has 2 wounds left.
Yep.
All right.
Let me make sure. But
Yeah.
so.
Go for it. So yeah, I think that is it for all the shooting phase. Time to go and get my 1 charge off with that 1 guy due to Gates of Infinity. You get to roll Overwatch, so you get how many shots per pistol?
So I get 1 shot from each of these pistols.
Okay, so why don't you roll the shot for this guy separately?
Okay.
So roll for the guy that's farthest away.
Nothing.
Homunculus.
Yep.
Homunculus hits.
And that is a splinter pistol, so it's going to wound on a 6 as well because the Dreadnought's a vehicle. Oh, hey.
Wow. 3 up. 6 up, save. Alright, cool. Then all of your Overwatch shots from that thing.
Okay, so that should be 4 for the twin linked plus 6 for the cannon itself. Same deal, 6s and 6s.
1, 2. So 2 hits. My toughness, toughness is 7. So
Yep, everything's 6, so nothing.
nothing. All right, so here comes the challenge. Oh, your boy got it. We's going in. So I've decided to distribute my attacks, which I have 4 of, to do 3 on this guy and 1 on the homunculus to try and get that guy out. We're going to do the first one on the homunculus. It is going to hit on a 3, unfortunately. Roll a 2. Command point reroll. Yeah. 5. Wounding on a 2 because crazy high strength.
I will be taking my 4-up, invulnerable. Failed it miserably. Okay, so how much damage?
3. So you
Oh, full 3, not D3. Okay.
full 3.
Gotta get at least 2 6s here. Nope.
Homunculus
is
dead. Perfect.
Absolutely smashed.
All right, and then we have 3 more attacks on your vehicle. Which I can never remember the name of, so that's okay. So 3's to hit. All of those hit.
Alrighty.
You said the strength or your toughness of your guys is 5. My strength is 12 because it's times 2 with the strength 6. So wounding on 2s. 2 wounds.
And what's the AP?
-3.
-3. So 5 ups. Made 1.
3 damage.
Okay, so that puts me down to 3.
3 wounds left? Oh, because it has 6 total.
Yes.
Crap.
Okay.
Okay, so now you get to hit me back, and I have nothing else to attack you with, so you get to just go right into me, and I get to do nothing.
Okay, so these are 5 attacks from the the Archon. Hitting on 2s. I get to reroll 1s. And then these all wound on a 6, so maybe efficient a bit. Nothing. And then the Venom is going to be hitting back with 2, hitting on 4s. So 1, 2, 1 goes through. And it's strength 4, so is that a 5 then?
It's a 6.
6, okay.
Wait, you have what now?
Strength 4 versus
Strength 4 versus toughness 7, so yeah, 5s.
5s. Let's go for a 5. Goes through, and that's AP -1.
AP -1, so I have a 4 up then. I fails.
Haha!
How much damage is that?
1.
Down to 7.
Alrighty.
Alright, and that's it for combat phase. You, sir, need to roll a morale check for those guys. You lost 2 guys.
My leadership is 8.
If you roll a 6 and you add +2, yeah, it's an 8, so you're fine. Your turn 1. You are not... Okay, here's a real quick question. From the center of the battlefield, are you outside 12 inches? We measured it out. We had to move some terrain a little bit to make this work out so we can measure it correctly. This is the center of the field. He is 13 inches out. So I get my 12 inches away from center. I get D3 victory points, which is going to roll for. I get 3 victory points. So in addition to this, we get 1 victory point for holding that objective and 1 victory point for holding this objective because we made sure this guy was within 3 inches of that. So I'm at 5. So it is your turn, sir.
So I had the Venom and the Archon fall back from combat, and then I also moved up these 2 Venoms up here, so they are right in the middle, ready to shoot out. And I had the Reavers move up a bit forward as well. I was going to have the Venoms come in this turn, but I completely forgot about the rule change, so they're going to be coming in next turn. Now we go on to shooting.
Because you don't have a psychic phase.
Yeah, because I don't have a psychic phase. I'm going to start off with my Reavers. I have 2 blasters here that are going to be firing into the Dreadnought. And then I'm going to be firing the Splinter Rifles that are rapid firing into the nearest squad of Terminators.
Okay. So
I'm going to start off first with the Blaster.
Alright.
Which is hitting on a 3. So I have 2 hits, and it's strength 8.
Versus toughness 7,
So,
believe.
Looking
Yes.
for 3s. Dang.
Double
I'm
2s.
going to command point reroll 1 of them. So
How many are you down to?
2 command points. Oh, looking for a 3. Ooh, that's even worse. Okay, nothing
Does that
happens.
blow up anything?
Nah.
Come on, it's not plasma? Oh, man.
Not the plasma. And then the Splinter Rifles are going to go straight into the Terminators.
Okay.
So,
one.
same 3s and then 4s.
Why are they forced? Are they toughness 4?
It's poisoned, so...
I mean, no, I mean, it's
So-
toughness 4, though? Toughness 4 versus them?
It's always a 4+ on any infantry, and 6s on vehicles.
Oh, that's like because of the weapon type
Yeah.
itself?
Everything...
Incredibly dope.
Yeah.
Sometimes, it seems.
It makes the math really easy, because it's 4s and 6s, and I don't really have to pay attention to any other
Yeah.
values.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that's 1 wound with
fair.
no AP then.
1 wound, no AP? Okay.
Looking for
2.
that 1.
Alright, I'm saved. Alright, cool. And then, what else you got?
So then, I guess we're going to be firing 2 blaster shots in here, so that's an 18-inch range. Good, and we're good.
You do take a cover save against this guy.
Yeah.
That guy's fine. We see that the front of his can see his full body, but this guy can barely see his left hand.
Yeah.
So, you want to roll for your first guy first?
Yeah, but also then, in terms of firing, the 4 other Cabalites in this squad, as well as the rest of the Venom, are all going to be firing to the Terminator squad.
So their vehicle works that
so
way?
Venoms are open-topped, so anybody that's inside of a Venom can shoot out of the Venom as if they were like anywhere on the model itself.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay.
Which
Cool.
Makes up for them being paper thin.
Cool. Cool. So you're gonna roll for these two things first, and then do you guys, or what do you do?
I think I'll go separately because the cover has to be like the cover roll here.
Just in case you kill him with that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So first the blaster shot into the dreadnought. It's a 4, and then looking for a 3. Nothing. Oof. Okay.
Big oof.
Big oof. But then in terms of splinter fire, because I'm running the Cabal of the Obsidian Rose, my shooting range is increased by 6 inches, so all my splinter rifles are actually 30 inches, and then rapid firing at 15. So everyone's in rapid fire range for, well, everything. So I'll roll the venom along with the Cabalites themselves. So I have 8 shots from the Cabalites.
Okay.
4 from the twin-linked splinter rifle.
Are they all the same?
Yeah, they're all the same.
Okay.
And then 6 from the splinter cannon, which is the 6 here.
All the same still?
Yep, everything's the same.
Wow.
I have 2 shooting profiles in this entire game.
What the heck?
So these are all hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. So, not atrocious, but...
Not super great either.
Yeah. Compared to the blasters, these are hopefully going to do better. So, wounding on 4s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds.
7 wounds with AP what?
No AP.
So I just need 2-ups?
Yep.
Okay.
Position for 1s.
You got 1.
1 gets through.
Alright, how much damage?
So, that is 1 damage.
A 1 on said guy right there.
This venom now as well, and because it flies when it falls back, it can shoot normally.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll fire again at the Terminator squad. And whoops. So that's 6 shots go through. Hopefully more than 3 wound here. Oh wow, only 1 goes through. So that's another.
2 up. 6.
I'm gonna actually have everything in this venom focus fire on those Terminators because I won't be able to do enough damage on that Dreadnought anyways. Okay, so we have 8 for the occupants minus the blaster, 4 for the twin link, and then 6 for the cannon. Oh wow, I'll take that.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. I mean, for you, it's pretty good.
I'll take that. Let's see the 2-up
Strong brothers.
Okay, that's not as good, but I'll still take that. 9.
9 wounds. No AP. Or 2-ups.
2-ups. Oh, come on.
Wow.
Okay.
Save them all.
Okay, and then I'm going to use the red dice for this. Blaster shot hopefully does some damage because it actually has an AP value. So 3s goes through. It's strength 8, so that's 2-up then?
Toughness 4, so
2-up.
2-up.
Yes, gets through, and that's AP minus 4.
5-up invuln save.
Okay.
Okay, how much damage?
Well, it only kills that one, right? It's D6.
D6 damage? Yeah, so it's only going to kill one guy because you can't spread the damage. One brother's down! No! Okay. That's it for your shooting, right?
That's it for my shooting. Yeah, so
Bring
I
it.
think I'm
Bring
going to
it.
have these Reavers charge into that unit of Terminators.
I get Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
So I will have 1, 2, 3 times 4. It's 12. 12 bolter shots. And then auto hits on my incinerator. We have 12 shots for the Dreadnought, for the Terminators with their Storm Bolters, hitting on 6s, rerolling failed hits because of Drago. Oh boy, we got 2 hits off the bat. And then, oh, there's actually a third. Right there. And then, come on. One more. Yeah, one more. So then, you are toughness 4, right?
Yep.
So we just need 4s. Cool. 2 hits. Oh yeah, go for it.
And then I'll take my 4-up armor save. Oops. Both failed. And 6-up feel no pain. Oof.
One guy.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the blaster boy.
Blaster Boy. Alright, so then my Incinerator auto hits. Assault D6. Command point to reroll. 3. Hey, that's worth it. If you can mark it down, that'd be cool. And then so 3 auto hits. And then what's your toughness again?
4.
4.
What do you got? 3s, right?
This is a 3 because it's strength 6.
Okay.
So 3s. So 2 wounds.
Alrighty.
-1 AP.
So I'll take the 5 up. Made 1, and then the 6 up. Failed it. Okay, so one of them's down to 1.
One's down to 1 wound.
Make it.
So you'll definitely make that. Is that your only charges you're going to do?
That is the only charge I will be doing.
Okay. We'll get into combat.
Okay, so I have 1 Grav Talon in there, so because I finished a charge move, on a 4 up I can cause 1 mortal wound. Nothing. And then the Blade Veins mean, with the +1 attack combat drug, that I have 4 attacks for the head honcho, along with 3 attacks each for the other 2 bikers. So these are going to be hitting on a 3 up. And then wounding on a 4 up because it's strength 4, AP -1.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so that's 5 wounds at a 3 up save.
You have -1 AP?
Yep, -1.
3 up. Oh. Oh, I thought that was a 1 in the light.
Oh, okay.
I was like, no! Okay, so one guy is going to die. This random dude here, because he doesn't have that special of a weapon. So pile in. We'll figure out the attacks. We'll be right back. My guy actually, even though he has a hammer, according to my Battle Scrap account, he only should have a sword. Otherwise, it'd be over points. So he only has a sword, which sucks. So anyway, we have 2 halberds and 1 sword, in quotes. So screw my WYSIWYG. So he's going to have 3 attacks with the Nemesis 4 sword, and these guys each get 2 attacks with the halberds. We're going to use white to represent the sword, and gray to represent the halberds. So we are hitting on 3s, but we are re-rolling big failed hit rolls because Drago. Here we go. These are good. Re-rolling these. All of those except for 1. We have, what's your toughness on those guys
4.
again? The halberds give you strength +1, and the swords give you user. So strength is 4, so we need 4s on the whites and 3s on the grays. Great. So these 2 these 2 wound. They are at -2 AP, D3 damage.
So going for my 6 ups. Made 1 of them.
Alright, and then it is D3 damage with the halberd.
Yep.
3 damage.
Which means I need to make 3 6s. Nope. So my head leader dies. I just have 2 vanilla bikers
Vanilla
left.
boys?
Yep.
Oh, you didn't want to take out 1.5 guys?
3. Okay.
Yeah, 3.
Okay, so that's that plus then this guy gets pulled out.
No,
Right?
how many wounds apiece do they have?
2, but one of them was already wounded.
One of them was already wounded?
Yes, that's 1 wound up there.
Oh,
And then-
you gave 1 wound to your leader.
Yeah.
Okay, your leader doesn't have more than 2 wounds?
Nope, just 2.
Okay, so yeah, you have 1 vanilla guy left.
Alrighty.
Okay, that is the end of my combat and your combat. So what do you have for morale checks? We got to do that.
So I'm at 4 right now.
You're down 4?
Yep.
Alright.
Because the leader's down, so down to leadership 7, then -3 for the 3 bikers I lost. Oops.
You got a 1.
That's
That's what you
good.
needed.
Yeah.
For the Grey Knights, I'm down 2 this turn.
Yeah.
4 plus 2 is 6. Their leadership, I believe, is 7. 7 and 8. Yep, 8 for the leader.
Alrighty.
So, I'm good on leadership there. I think that's it. So, controlling objectives-wise, you don't have that one.
Nope.
You don't have this one.
No.
What's your thing?
So that was
That's
control objective 4.
Alright, so you don't have that one either, so you
Yeah.
gain
Nothing.
nothing this turn. Okay.
This turn.
Alrighty, we are 0 to 5 right now. For Grey Knights are in the lead. We'll get into battle round 2. So I pulled my next card. It's no prisoners. Score 1 victory point if an enemy unit was destroyed during your turn. If 3 to 5 enemy units were destroyed during your turn, score D3 victory points instead. If 6 or more, which you don't really have, never mind.
Actually, do have 6.
You do have 6?
Well, because there
Oh,
are
technically
units inside.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay,
And
this.
the Archon that's hiding.
Yeah, we might have a chance to do that, boys. Alright, on to movement. These guys staying put. These guys can't move because they're in combat still. Drago didn't move. This guy moved a little bit, which was a mistake, but hey, it's okay. And that guy moved up so he can get a clear line of sight and still be able to get the flamer off on the guy behind him. Off to Psychic phase. Starting the Psychic phase with the Dreadnought versus your dude behind him. Need to roll a 4 with the +1. Roll the 6.
Make my 6 up. He lives.
Wow. Alright, so then Smite with this unit of Terminators against the bike in front of him. Double 6s, Perils of the Warp. Oh boy. It's 1. Command point reroll. 4, you take 2, that guy blows up, I take D3, I take 2, one guy dies.
I'm going to see if I can get a 6 up here for the Feel No Pain.
Yep.
Okay, so hang on, did your guy actually die from Perils of the Warp?
No, my guy did not die. Thank you, I know the rules, thank you. So this guy is gonna... I'm gonna get rid of the... I'm gonna get rid of the Incinerator, actually.
Okay.
Because those guys aren't gonna get close for any time soon. So Drago is gonna do... Actually, we're gonna have the guys behind him, the unit of boys behind him, do their sight, which makes it 1 more wound.
6 up. Oh, no.
So
okay.
he's dead.
So now he's gone.
So then Drago, getting the boost from him, is going to do a 24-inch smite against your group right here.
Okay.
So then that'll go off on a 10. So 10 meaning technically D3, 3 mortal wounds.
On this venom right here?
Yes. So it says that Perils of the Warp. I rolled an 11 with Drago total. So he did his mortal wound against these guys. Because it's more than 10, they got the D3 mortal wounds. And so he got a 3 when I rolled a 6. He doesn't suffer Perils of the Warp because it's only on doubles. And so we're solid there. This guy, he only can do, or he's out of range for his other abilities, I believe. Because Purge Soul and Vortex of Doom are only 12 inches, and they're not doubled by the Brother Captain. The Brother Captain does know Sanctuary, so he's going to cast that. Sanctuary is a casting value of 6. Got it on a 9, plus 1 is 10, so he's going to give these guys Sanctuary, so their involved strength goes to 4 instead of 5. And that is it for the Psychic phase. Off to shooting. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do the Las Cannon versus this guy in hopes that it'll blow up and start blowing up other stuff, or do damage at least. So, Twin Las Cannons is heavy 2, strength 9, AP -3, d6 damage. So we're going to roll for that, hitting on 3s.
-1 for the Flicker Field.
Ah! So only one of those hits. And then you said the strength of that is, toughness of that is 5.
Yep.
Strength of that weapon is a 9. So I have to hit on a 3, or wound on a 3. Got a 4, so 1 wound. -3 AP.
Making my invuln. Didn't make it.
D6 damage. Roll high. 3!
It's
Does
gone.
it blow up? Does it blow up?
It does not.
Okay, so then does your character in there die?
Nope. 1s are removal, right?
Yeah, 1s are bad.
Yeah.
1s are bad, okay?
So this one's completely gone, and my Archon is now Footslogging.
Whoop. Perfect. So now we are going to do the Heavy Flamer, which is heavy d6. So we're going to roll this. 3. And we're going to shoot your Archon guy. So it
auto hits, because he's within 8 inches. Strength 5 versus your strength toughness 3.
3.
Yep, so negative 1 AP on, or sorry, I need a, wound on 3s. 2 wounds.
Okay.
Negative 1.
I'm gonna use my Shadow Field, so that's a 2-up invuln. Until I fail it. I make the first one, I fail the second one, so down at 3 wounds, and I don't get that 2-up save anymore.
Okay, so that's the end of his shooting. So now we are going to proceed with the bolters on these guys. The closest people they can see are the guys in front of them. Since they are Terminators, they get 4 shots apiece. 8 total shots. Re-rolling fails to hit. I get negative 1 to hit, right? Because of some flicker flee. So hitting on 4s, re-rolling fails. Well, that's unfortunate. That's literally only 1 hit. Which we'll put here. That's
better.
Much better.
That's a lot better.
Okay, so 7 hits. Toughness on these guys is 5.
5.
So I have to wound on 5s with the strength 4s. 1, 2, and 3. 3 wounds.
I'll take my own.
No
invuln.
AP.
All those go through. This Venom's down. Let's see if it explodes.
It only had 3 damage? Or 3 wounds left?
Yeah, because...
Oh, that was the fallback one.
Yeah, the
okay.
Dreadnought smashed into it. It does not explode, and then for the occupants, we roll 5, and 1s are deaths. Everyone survives. So
Cool.
1 unit of Cabalites plopping right down in. There.
Alrighty, so then we'll take Lord Caldor, we'll do the Silencer against this group of guys. It is 6 shots, hitting on 3s. I don't know if he's within 6 vertically. Yeah, he's within 6 of Drago. So, rerolling failed hits. This is a fail, this is a fail, this is a fail. Push those aside. All of those hit.
Alright.
So then the wounds on a Silencer, it's a 4, and then your guys are 3, so it's 3s to wound. All of those wound.
Okay. Any AP?
No AP, but a lot of damage if they go through.
Okay, so that's 6 going. 6 5-ups. I made 1 of them.
Then you get your 6-ups.
Or the 6-up is after the damage.
Oh.
It's each.
Yeah, so these are D3s. So roll for 1 damage.
Nope.
Roll for 1 damage.
Nope.
Roll for 2 damage.
Okay, 1 goes.
Roll for 2 damage.
Nope.
Roll for 2 damage.
The unit's wiped.
Alright. Okay. And then, I think, so we shot with Drago? No, we didn't shoot with Drago yet.
Yeah, because you did the
I did the other
Psycan
guys.
first.
Silencer? Or the Silencer first. Yep. So the closest person he can see is that's not a character is this guy here. Right back at the Venom. So he has only 4 shots. Wait, is he even in range at this point with the 24 inch?
I think
Because he's
so.
Terminator, so he gets the 24.
Yep, he's good.
He's good. 4. So these are hitting on 4s. We got 2 hits. When we got 5s. Yeah, they were on 4s and 5. Yeah, because I didn't say the 3 didn't hit.
Okay.
Remember, because you have the flick and flee thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so these are wounding on a 5, so I got a 5 and a 6.
Okay, so
2 wounds.
take. Okay, so I have a 4-up armor, so.
You have a 4-up armor?
Yep.
Okay.
So 1 gets through, down to 5.
We'll do the last group of guys. We'll see what's their range here. These guys are within 24 inches. This guy is not. They are Terminators. They still got their Beta Bolter roll. So you'll roll for those guys first. They have 8 shots with that. They are hitting on 4s. And they will be oh, I totally forgot I needed to re-roll the failed hit rolls. We're moving on though. Re-rolling the failed hit rolls because of Drago. 6 hits. Wounding on 5s. 1, 2, 2 wounds.
Take my 4 up. Failed both. Down to 3.
The last guy has a Psy Cannon. Heavy 4. Strength 7, negative 1 AP, 1 damage piece. So, hitting on 4s, rerolling hits. Rerolling 1 failed hit. 3 hits. Toughness 5,
yep.
Strength 6, hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Strength 7, my bad.
Still 3s, right?
Still 3s. 2 wounds.
Take my 5 up.
With the negative 1?
Yeah. Or with the invuln. The invuln's 5.
Invuln's 5. Okay, so both fail, and
down
then
to
this is 1 damage piece.
Down to 1.
Okay. Alright, so then that's it for shooting. Oh, wait, no, I still have my strike squad in here, who are going to give you a negative 1 to hit because they are shooting through this freaking wall here. I'd honestly say that they can't see this guy.
Mm-hmm. Can they see the...
Because of the height of where this is, they cannot see this guy. They can, however, see this guy through this crack here. Let's see if he can see the Archon real quick. I would say that the one guy definitely can. Maybe, let's see. Yeah, this guy can barely see that guy.
Okay.
And since he is not a, well, both of these are characters, right?
Yeah. So you can pick and choose, right?
Well, have to shoot the closest one. So this guy's at 22. That's on that guy, and this guy's at 19-ish.
Okay.
So they're gonna shoot at this guy. So 24 gets me all the guys that can see, which are only gonna be the guys that you can see through here.
Yeah, I can see about 3-ish.
So that's just 3 guys with bolters going against them, and since they have not moved, they get the beta bolter rule, 4 shots apiece. They're gonna hit on -1 because you basically partially obscured by this, even though it's not really, but we're gonna give you that. So 4 hitting on 4 is rerolling because of Drago. Rerolling. Fail 1. Wounding. What's your toughness on this guy?
3.
3. Wounding on 3s. 8 wounds.
8 wounds. Gonna be going with the 2-up save to start off. So first, second, third. Okay, so 5 left.
Yep.
4 fails. Okay, so that puts me down to 4 wounds. And now I'm taking my 5-up armor, I believe. Let me just make sure that's the armor value. Yep, so I'm now taking the 5-up armor save. So I got 4 left.
4 left.
I'm gonna actually, I have to take the feel no pain on that.
Yep.
So I make the feel no pain, so I'm back to 5 wounds. But now I'm taking 5 ups for these 4. I make 3 of them. And a 6-up. Fail. Okay, so now I'm down to 4.
Alrighty, so that is the end of shooting. So we're gonna go to charges. We're gonna charge your Archon again. You get to do your Overwatch. 1 shot.
Fire a pistol and see what happens. Nothing.
No, charge with a 5.
That's in.
That's in.
That should be in.
We'll see. Yep, that's in. Okay. He has 4 attacks. These are hitting on 3s. Crap. These are wounding on 2s. So 2 wounds. They are like -3 AP.
Yeah, so I'm going to be just taking 6 ups. So pass 2, fail, pass 3, fail 3. That kills him.
Yeah, because then it's 3 damage apiece.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so he's gone.
He's gonna die. Okay, so then we're gonna consolidate
3 inches this way. So, that's it for combat. My tactical objective is no prisoners. Score 1 victory point if an enemy unit was destroyed with it during your turn, which I definitely did. And if 3 to 5 enemy units were destroyed during your turn, get D3 victory points instead. So I killed 1, your vehicle, and the second vehicle, and the other guy.
And the bikers.
And the bikers. So I killed 5?
Yeah.
I needed to kill 1 more. Then I could have got
The one
D3 plus 3 victory wound.
that one wound left on that venom.
Yep. So I got D3 victory points here coming in. 3. So I got 3. I got 1 for maintaining that, and 2 maintaining that. So I'm at 5 again for this round, and I am at 10 total. Okay, so going into your second turn.
Okay.
At the end of this turn, you will get your biker or flying dudes again.
Yep.
So we gotta do morale check. 2 plus 1 from the losing is 3. Still good there. And then that was it for the number of people that we lost this last turn.
Just starting off with tactical objectives, I rolled a 64, which means I have to kill a character. What's the name of the?
Assassinate.
Assassinate. I rolled assassinate is my tactical objective for this turn. I have to kill a character, so I'm going to be going for that brother captain right in the building. Otherwise, this turn, the racks and venoms finally came down, so I have 1 on objective 3 and then 1 in the middle of the map so that my Archon isn't going to be shot at. We move the venom up right to shake hands with the brother captain, and then the Archon here is trying to cower behind some boxes. That is the end of my movement, and also I guess the end of my psychic phase, so we're going to go straight into shooting. Starting off with shooting, I'm going to fire everything from this venom into that brother captain. So we're going to have the 8 shots from the splinter rifles that the Capelites have, as well as the 4 shots for the twin link splinter rifle from the venom, and 6 shots from the splinter cannon. These are all going to be hitting on 3s and wounding on 4s. Not bad. Much worse. Okay. 8 wounds with no armor pen.
He has a 2-up save. Yeah.
So blaster's going into the brother captain, hitting on a 3. Command point rerolling. And then is the brother captain toughness 4 or?
Toughness 4 for some damn reason.
Wounding on a 2.
Oh boy.
There we go. So that's a -4 AP.
Oh. 4-up. Hey, even with the armor save, that would be in. We's Gucci.
Okay, I'm gonna then.
You don't have to come at me in face to face, boy.
We're gonna be firing everything from this venom. Let me actually make sure I'm in rapid fire range this time. So it's about 12 inches. So I'm in rapid fire range. So we're gonna be going with the 10 splinter shots. Same deal as before, 3s and then 4s. 3 wounds go through.
AP?
None.
2s. Save those.
And then these guys are going to rapid fire into the weakened squad of Terminators.
Okay.
Same thing, 10 shots.
Got 3 here.
It's not the best. 4 wounds though.
Terminators do have a 2-up. 2 fails.
Ha!
2 fails. That means they have 2 wounds. Are they 1 damage apiece?
Yeah.
Alright, so 1 guy dies.
That is it for shooting.
Okay, so you're gonna do charges?
I'm...
I mean, you gotta kill me. You gotta get some points, man. You gotta
Yeah,
charge me.
I don't think
Come on, I believe you can.
Actually, yeah, let's go for it. I'm gonna charge in here.
Alright, cool. So I get my Overwatch.
Yep.
Which is 6
Gotta go
ups.
for everything.
And so he's within range of the other guy, so he gets to reroll. 6s. Got 1. Rerolls. 1 total. Hits. What's your toughness?
5.
So 4 does not make it. Nope, it misses. So roll your thing. Double ones.
I'm not in range. I do not think I'm in range for that.
I honestly thought double ones failed automatically. We're just
Are we gonna call
for
that
fun for fun's sake. Let's do it, just because I think it'll be more fun that way.
Yeah.
So make it happen. Push them in there.
Exactly.
Because I think you're not gonna kill me anyway, and I'm gonna wreck you.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
I want you to try.
I can do one.
Let's make it actually a little bit more coherent around everything. So
Yeah.
I've taken 2 damage, so I'm gonna have 4 wounds left, so it's easier to read for everybody.
Okay. And then I have 1 wound left.
Oh yeah.
See, I misread that as there were 2 wounds left, so I'm like, if I can do like 2 hits.
My
and
bad,
then
my
like
bad.
explode.
That's I wanted to make sure that
All
we
good.
went over it.
All good.
So, is there any other charges you're going to do?
No.
No. Okay.
So I've got 2 attacks hitting on 4s.
1 and a
Both
1.
fail.
So I'm going to hit on 2s. Rerolling fails because of Drago behind him. 4 is the wound. So 2s. Reroll fails. All of those hit. And then rolling 4 is the wound. Because I have +1. So 2 wounds. Negative 2 AP.
Taking my invuln, I fail 1, so the
D3
venom
damage.
goes away.
Oh.
It's only at 1 wound left anyways, so.
Oh.
Does it explode though? On a 6 it explodes and every unit within 6 inches suffers 1 mortal wound.
Oh boy.
So 1 mortal wound and then my Kabalites disembark and I roll to see how many of them get consumed in the flames.
Do they all take a mortal wound? No.
Well, I'm losing 2 of them anyways, so 3 Kabalites, that is going to be...
Cool.
Alright, all of his guys underneath would take a mortal wound too.
Do they?
Within how many inches? 6 inches?
Within 6 inches. Oh, underneath.
So 1 mortal wound?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll lose this guy. Alright, so we lost a guy.
It's a big explosion. You can feel it. 2 floors underneath.
Yep.
Can those Kabalites still be in base contact with the brother captain?
I mean, if you want him to, but I don't believe he gets to attack.
Yeah, it's more if I want to just force you to fall back or keep fighting.
I mean,
I'm gonna
since
keep
we
you.
don't honestly know, and it's been a while since you have, you gonna pin me
I'm gonna keep you pinned so you at least can't do much next turn.
other than fall back a little bit, but
Yeah.
okay. Alright, and that's it for you?
That is it for my turn, yeah.
Okay, so
morale
roll.
checks on the Kabalites.
Yep, roll for
I
that.
think they're at 8. But regardless, I'd make that.
Regardless, I make this with my guys below. My guy there, he has a high enough that even with 1 loss there, I'm still good and Gucci. How many points did you get this turn? You got 1 there.
Got 1 there, 1
2.
there. And then couldn't get that kill off, but
Okay, so you're
2
at
points.
2 to 10. All right, Grey Knights round 3. I have enough victory points that I've decided to move away from that point back there and move forward. So I've moved all the Terminators forward. I moved the Strike Squad out. I moved the Lone Terminator forward. And I've moved the Dreadnought up here to try and take out this guy specifically so I can take out his Warlord because I want him dead. I want him dead, Jim. So I left him here because not really much he can do if he moved. So, first off, we're going to start doing some psychic stuff. So, first off, we are going to do a heavy hitter, Vortex of Doom. We're going to do Vortex of Doom from Drago on these Acolytes. I guess is what they're called. So, Vortex of Doom has a casting cost of 8. So on a 7, I could get a +1. I get my +1, so I could score that. So I need a 7 or higher. I scored exactly a 7. +1 means that's an 8. So if manifested, the vortex opens up the nearest visible enemy model within 12 inches. The model's unit and that model's unit and every other unit within 3 inches of that suffers D3 mortal wounds. So even my own guys. The number of mortal wounds inflicted is increased to D6 if the power is manifested at 12 or higher. So, your guys, D3, mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds. My guy, mortal wounds. 2, great. Technically my strike squad as well. 2 mortal wounds. So that was a mistake here.
Nope. I will make my 2 6-ups to see if I can negate any. Nope.
I go down to 1 wound left on my warlord, which was dumb of me for doing this. But hey, I did it. And I lost 2 guys from my strike squad, which is totally great because I took 2 mortal wounds on my own guys. Anyway, moving on. The second power that he is going to manifest is Smite versus that guy. So 5 gets it with a 7 plus 1 is an 8. So mortal wound check
goes
He's
through.
Out. So now we're gonna do Smite versus this guy. 8 goes through. 1 mortal.
Goes all the way through.
Because you have 6 regular, right?
Yeah, so down to 5.
5. Then we're gonna go Strike Squad. Smite against you. With a 7 plus 1 is an 8. And then we're gonna do these guys since they're, let's see, they should be within 6 of this guy. And then these guys should be within 24, obviously. Actually, they were even within 12, so it doesn't even matter. Smite again. 7 plus 1 is 8, so it goes down to 3. And then, last but not least, we have this guy here. He's going to do Smite on this guy as well. And with a 5 plus 1 is 6. Goes down to 2 wounds left on that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then we go to shooting phase. The las cannon against this guy, there's heavy 2. Hitting on 3s.
Or 4s, but
4s. Either way. Oh yeah, because they're flyers, so they would hit on 4, hit on a 5 and a 6. Your toughness of these guys is 5.
Yep.
Strength is 9, so I'm still wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. They are negative 3 AP, I believe. Give me 1 second.
I'm using my invuln, so 1 gets through.
So las cannon is D6 damage. 2. That's all I need.
Pops it. So does it explode? No.
Okay,
And
so
then
your group
for each of the
exits.
racks, rolling 5 dice. 1s are deaths. Nobody dies.
So since I can't target your character, since these guys are closer, D6 heavy flamer into them. 5 hits. They automatically hit. What's the strength or toughness on these guys?
4.
4?
Yep.
Oh.
Slightly beefier.
Strength 5 on the heavy flamer, so we're wounding on 3s. We have only, okay, so 3 wounds on those guys. It is at negative 1 AP.
I'll take my 4-up invuln because of Prophet's Flesh to get through.
So 1 damage apiece. Okay. So that was first round of shooting with those guys. Since these guys are Terminators and Beta Bolter rule with these guys, they'll get 4 shots from this 1 Terminator, hitting on 3s. Rerolling failed hits because of Drago. Gets that. Wounding on 4v4s, right?
Yeah.
So wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. Go through.
4-up invulns. Failed both.
1 damage apiece.
Yep.
And then we got 2 shots from the Justicar with the Stormbolter. Because he moved. Well, rerolling the 1 failed hit, so it's both of those hit. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds.
4-ups.
For both. He's gone. Now the fun begins, kids. So shooting for him is within 24. So he's got 6 shots with the heavy with the silencer against them. So these are wounding on or hitting on 4s because it's a flyer, right? There's a 2 back here. Rerolling because of the other dude, the Drago guy. Missing these 2. We got 4 hits. Wounding on toughness 5 versus strength, I believe 4 with the silencer because I'm just still trying to remember these. So yeah, so wounding on 5s. 3 wounds.
I'll go with my 3 5-ups.
These are at 0 AP, D3
okay.
damage.
Then I'll take my 4-up armor. Make 2 of them.
D3 damage, 1.
Down to 5.
So then we got a bunch of guys, but only some of them look like they can see, some of them can't. So we have this Terminator squad, which can see that whole, can see that guy. 4 guys that have Stormbolters, so that's 16 Stormbolter shots. Because they are Terminators, even though they move, they still get the Beta Bolter rule. These are hitting on 4s, rerolling fails. Rerolling these. Only 1 and 2 go in. The wounding on 5s, if I remember right, because you have 4v5s. 5s. 5 wounds.
And AP none still?
0.
0. Okay, so still making 4-ups. 3 punch through, so I'm down to 2 wounds.
Alright, the last shot is the side cannon from that group. It's a heavy 4.
So hitting on 4s. Wow. Rerolling failed hits because of Drago. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s because strength 7. 1 wound goes through.
-1 AP.
5-up. Failed.
1 damage.
Down to 1 wound.
Alright, so I've shot everything. Barely making it in over there, I guess. So now we're going to do charges. The closest model I can charge is your Warlord, so I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Do you have any guns on that guy?
I will fire a Splinter Pistol.
Okay.
Nothing.
Nothing. 2d6 charge. 5-inch charge. Is that going to make it in?
I don't think that makes it in, actually.
Well, I have enough command points to make it so that I do. Okay, so he barely misses. So re-rolling the 2. 1 command point. Definitely makes it in. 1 command point left. So now we're here. We have the Dreadnought.
4 attacks, strength times 2, AP -3.
3 damage apiece. Hitting on 3s. Unless you have some crazy stuff going on.
Nope.
Nope. It's 3 hits.
Ending on
Toughness.
2s.
Yeah. 2s. 3 wounds, -3 AP.
I have no saves, so that ends up being...
You don't have any invuln saves?
So the 2+ goes away as soon as I fail it the first time.
But you don't have any other invulns, like a 5-up invuln save?
No, so I have a 5-up armor, and then I have the 6-up against each point of damage. So
Okay, so that's 9 of those.
6-ups. Let's
Yep.
just roll like 4 at a time, like 4 and 4, because if I fail... Okay, so I need to make the next 5, or else you get Slay the Warlord. I think we know how that turned out. Yep, that's overkill 3.
Okay.
And that's also Slay the Warlord.
Slay the Warlord. It's done. I didn't draw a card this turn. Hold on. Pull a card. Blood and Guts. Score 1 victory point if an enemy unit was destroyed during the fight phase of this turn.
That's another point.
Yeah, if 3 or more were turned, then I could get D3, so I do get another point this turn for that. That's the end of my turn. I have 1, and I do have control of that one, so I get 2 regular objective markers give me points. And then I get 1 more here, so it's 3 this turn, so I have 13 to 2.
Plus Slay the Warlord.
Plus Slay the Warlord, which gives me 4, so it's 14 to 2. So, it's the beginning of round 3?
End of round 3, I think.
Well, your turn on round 3.
Yeah.
Your turn on round 3, it's 13 to 2.
Mm-hmm.
You only have 1 Venom left.
And 5 racks, which
5 racks
aren't going to be doing anything. So realistically, I think this game, the writing's on the wall for this game. So
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to call it at that.
Yeah. It was a good game.
Good game.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, it was great to be here.
Yeah, I had looked at how to build this list, and I went, okay, well, I definitely have to have the range for Smite on the Brother Captain. I had to bring Drago because of the reroll all hits because he's Chapter Master. So these 2 definitely made sense. If I was going to go in, because this is only a 1,000-point game, if I was going to go 2,000, I'd bring Voldus in and probably bring in a Grandmaster Dread Knight and probably do actually a Supreme Command Detachment and bring in 3 HQs and see where I'd get it with points from there, because I know the Grandmaster and Dread Knight is like 205. But if in a 2K point game, what else would you have brought?
I think I would have probably brought in some more Ravagers, or at least some other sources of AP, because I had a total of, I think, 5 blasters in this entire match, and those were really the only ways I was doing damage.
Yeah.
I think I either would have gone big or gone home with the Reavers, either just bring in like another set of 6 and like really try to harass with them. But I definitely think I needed a little bit more armor penetration, especially given these racks also are only poisoned, so
Yeah.
I don't actually have any source of armor penetration after the Caplites die.
And I think the mistake of not coming, because you were over here at one point.
Yeah.
If you would have gone straight this way and gotten your secure objective 5 and flanked, I think you would have been better off doing that instead of coming forward. And then I think in your first turn, if you would have left your guys on 2 and left some guys on 1,
Yeah.
I think you would have.
That would have done.
It would have been helpful at least for points. I think the lack in tactical objectives that were in this game because of the specific game we were playing kind of screwed us over too.
Yeah.
Because we would have drawn 3 instead of 1, and you would have had more chance to score more points. And with your mobility and everything like that, you would have probably been able to get that. So
Yeah. I ended up castling without realizing I had paper walls.
yeah. Well, it was a good game.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming in, and we'll see how these guys do next time.
If you want to be part of the Horde, hit that subscribe button and then also hit the bell so you're notified of our upcoming content. We have new stuff uploading to the channel all the time. Stay tuned for the next show, folks.